cool. The Music Royals accepted a Brit Award, the UK equivalent of a Grammy, in a video posing in front of a Meghan portrait. It was epic, and the message here is certainly loud and clear. Leave the Duchess alone, you bullies, or you'll have the Beehive after you, and no one wants to feel their wrath. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your queen of the quizzing, and season 2 of HQ is in full swing. Let's check in on that prize right now to see how it's coming along. Wowzers! It now stands at $105,688. That is pretty regal right there. And remember, for every point earned by players this season, the prize gets bigger and bigger until the season finale at the end of this month. We have no idea just how high it's going to go. It's unstoppable right now. Now, you win points by answering questions correctly and sharing to social from the HQ app. Those points help you reach levels. Leveling up gives you free passes. A free pass keeps you in the game even when you get a question wrong. The higher your level, the more free passes you have. Level 10 is when you've reached the crown jewels. That's where you want to go. If you hit level 10, that means you only have to answer a few questions right to win HQ for the rest of the season. And clutch your pearls, because this season we're giving away even more cash than we did the last time around. You'll be glad to hear. Now, don't forget, in honor of Black History Month, we have a special game on Friday. It's Melanin for the win. How well do you know your Black history? Happening at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Can't wait for that. It's going to be a good one. We've got lots of fun games in store for you, because tonight, are you ready to get swifty? Hold on to your terry flaps, because HQ is bringing you Rick and Morty trivia. Think of all the Szechuan sauce you could buy if you win that game. That one is happening at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you miss it, you will be in a pickle. Now, today you are playing for $2,500. You could snag your own leather throne or something with that kind of cash. There's a lot of cash right there. You're also playing for a whole lot of points to level up in the game. So many points available. Let's talk extra lives. They can keep you in the quiz. You can buy one right now if you see it on your screen. An extra life means even when you get a question wrong, you can still play. Play HQ 5 days in a row and you score one for free. You can use it on any round except the last one, so don't even try it. Okay, it's time to keep calm and carry on, Your Highness, because we're about to get to the quizzing. Are you ready? Of course you are. Here we go with Q1. Which of these is a horror film directed by Jordan Peele? Just relax, okay? Stay right there. Get out. We've all seen this film, and if you haven't, you've been missing out, because it is tremendous. If you went for Stay Right There, you are staying right here, I'm afraid. You were supposed to get out. Get Out, of course, is the name of the movie 172,000 of you are still in. The Oscar-winning film was Peele's directorial debut and made men around the world even more anxious to meet the parents, as if it wasn't nerve-wracking enough. Don't forget, this Sunday, the Oscars won't have a host, but HQ certainly will. Scotty is looking for one winner to take it all. Yep, we're bringing back the one with $10,000 up for grabs. Your host with the most. Oscar night, don't miss it. And this is like an Oscars warm-up. We've got a few more Oscars questions in store for you. Q2. What is it called when performers return to the stage to thunderous applause? Intermission, overture, curtain call. Well, hopefully it's thunderous. Unless you did a sucky job. The pressure's off, the show's done, and now it's time to take a bow before the final curtain. We call it the curtain call, of course, and that cash is calling 146,000 of you. Opera great Pavarotti holds the record for most curtain calls from a single performance. 165 over 1 hour and 7 minutes of clapping. There is such thing as too much clapping. Q3. Hippocamp is the name of a moon that was just discovered orbiting what planet? Earth, Mars, Neptune. Hippocamp, named after the mythical creature, half horse, half fish. Now, we had a super snow moon on Earth the other night, but no new moons yet. The Roman god of the sea, Neptune, is the planet we were looking for here. and 122,000 of you over the moon about your answer. The recently named Hippocamp is Neptune's tiniest moon. There it goes. About the size of Manhattan, but hippo or not, I'm sure it smells a whole lot better than NYC. It has to. Q4. Which film did not sweep the Big Five Academy Awards? Argo, Silence of the Lambs, It Happened One Night. The Big Five. Didn't make a clean sweep, this one. If you've never heard of It Happened One Night, that's because that night was way back in 1934. Directed by, produced and starring Ben Affleck, my Hollywood crush. It was Argo. Are you going on to the next round? Certainly not if you tap Silence of the Lambs. 67,000 of you are. I'm going to go with a savage question off her Savage of the Game. There's 100,000 if you got that incorrect. 67,000 if you made your way through. The Big Five are Best Director, Actor, Actress, Screenplay, and Movie, of course. Argo scored 2 out of 5. You've got 5 or 4 out of 5 so far. Here we are with Q5. What time of year was the Declaration of Independence signed? Winter, spring, summer. Make your declaration right now through your tapping, through your thumb. Fireworks just aren't as fun in the winter time. Celebrating with backyard barbecues and plenty of booze. Summer. Summertime. We're talking about 109,000 of your independent guys and gals got that right. We celebrate on July 4th, of course. But the Declaration was signed August 2nd, 1776. It resulted in a strong national government and a whole lot less tea. Q6. What was the first movie with sound to win Best Picture at the Oscars? The Broadway Melody, Wings, The Gold Rush. Can't say I've seen or heard any of them. Best Picture is the one they all want. Some of today's movies would be a lot better with the sound off, but this movie wowed Oscar voters with its audio.
Don't bring a frown to old Broadway. You've got a clown on Broadway.
It's the Broadway Melody, and how did they speak like that back then? It's so intriguing. That was another savage question right there. Pure savagery happening. 100,000 of you down. 51,000 of you are still in the game. You're singing the right tune here. Some say Broadway Melody kind of sucked. Nobody cared what the actors were singing. They just cared you could finally hear them. Q7 halfway. Botanically speaking, what is a cashew apple? Is it a nut, a vegetable, or a stem? If you've ever seen this whole plant, I guess we could call it, it's very weird looking. A cashew nut isn't even a nut, so you can bet the apple isn't either. The nut is actually the fruit, and the apple is actually the stem. So stem is the answer that we were looking for. You are the apple of my eye right now. 38,000. Are you serious? This is triple the savage. Triple the savage happening here at the halfway mark. Congrats to 38,000 of you for making it through so far. Now, cut open a cashew apple. You'll find some tasty flesh inside. Cut open the shell and you'll be violated by a poison ivy-like resin. Painful, so don't do it. Q8. Which of these artists dedicated an album to their cats? Patti LaBelle, Bjork, Freddie Mercury? Sure, the cats were thrilled and excited to find out. Now, I am feline friendly myself, but dedicating an entire album to a bunch of cats is pretty peculiar. The artist showing love to a flurry of furballs. It was Freddie Mercury. That's who. And you want to break free. You've got to break free. 24,811 if you are. Freddie dedicated Mr. Bad Guy to the cats, cat lovers, and, quote, screw everybody else. That's why he was Mr. Bad Guy. Q9. Which of these Oscar winners also has an Oscar-winning sibling? Warren Beatty, Julia Roberts, John Cusack. Keeping it in the family. But who could it be? If you tapped on Julia Roberts, you've been robbed of a win today. Both Shirley MacLaine and her bro have won big. There they are with their golden dues. You know who that is? That is Warren Beatty. That's who, and you are beating the rest. 9,787. Brutal question right there. The duo join a small but prestigious group of sibling winners, including the Coen brothers and the Afflecks. No need for sibling rivalry here then. Q 10 already. Whose grave is widely said to carry a curse against whomever disturbs it? William Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft. Why would you go around disturbing a grave anyway? It's probably best to avoid rubbing any spirit the wrong way, but this grave gives you fair warning. The tombstone with the chilling text by William Shakespeare. Yeah, 5,101 of you got that absolutely correct. His grave says, quote, blessed be the man that spares these stones, and cursed be he that moves my bones. And the bones are in exactly the same place. Q 11, which was not a 1980s cartoon based on the Star Wars movies, droids, Ewoks, bounty hunters. I haven't seen any of these, but I have seen the Star Wars Holiday Special, and it was horrible. These aren't the droids you're looking for, because it was a real cartoon, choosing cute and cuddly over money hungry. Those bounty hunters did not make it to the screen. No, they didn't. Bounty hunters is the correct answer. 5,055 if you're looking for the bounty today. Droids and Ewoks were the first spin-offs from the original trilogy. Time to buckle up, because we are making the jump to light speed, and we are heading into the final round. Yes, we are. 5,055 players still in the game. Another 250 using extra lives to get back in. We've got $2,500 in the bag today. Good luck, players. Q12. Which actor has definitely not been taken out on screen by an alien, a predator, and a Terminator? Michael Biehn, Lance Henriksen, Bill Paxton. Who has not been taken out? I hope you aren't taken out here on Q12. Three of Hollywood's most notorious nemesis, but who hasn't had the pleasure of battling all three beasts? He traveled back in time from 2029 to take on the Terminator. He's tussled with those aliens several times too, but he's never fallen prey to the predator. Who could it be? It's Michael Biehn. That's who. Michael Biehn for the win. We've got 1,344 winners. You smashed it. Cool beans. Michael Biehn, 1,344 of you survived. Triple the savage today. Had a couple of brutals as well. You're taking home $1.86. We've got Kaz, TH. We've got Tiffany right there. Mr. List, 80. MM Bear, who bared with us throughout the whole game and came out a winner.